I think everyone on the internet kind of knows that I'm like the dad of the house.
Thomas, get out of the frame. Thomas, up.
Hey, I'm out of the frame. Is that good? Is it good?
The Hype House is something rather special in the TikTok and social media world. Basically, a group of stars from TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and more came together to help make content for their channels and reap the rewards of building them up with guest appearances from one another. Yet, anyone who either lives in the Hype House or stays part-time has a certain amount of rules that they need to follow or else. So, allow us to show you 9 strict rules the guests of the Hype House have to follow. Be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel.
But before that, a simpler reminder on how to enter our brand new giveaway. We are giving away either an iPhone X Max, the new iPad mini, or a MacBook Pro. It's all your choice, so be sure to leave a like, comment the keyword, subscribe, and turn on notifications to enter the giveaway. It's really that simple.
Number 9, constant content. You might think that being in the Hype House is not just an honor, which it is in certain ways, but a ticket to Easy Town. But it's actually anything but. There's a lot of work that goes into making Hype House work, as well as keeping up the success on personal accounts. According to some of the heads of house, you need to make at least 3 TikTok videos daily, which I'm sure sounds easy given that they can be mere seconds, but for Hype House, it's a little more complicated. Don't forget, there are a lot of people in the Hype House, and many have different styles than others, such as some doing comedy sketches or setting up semi-scripted scenes, or doing various dance routines to music. So even doing 1 video a day can be a challenge, but 3? That can be tough. Now, apply that across the entire house and to those who do things other than TikTok, which they also need to maintain. And suddenly, you have a very busy house.
You're the only one I want by my side when I fall asleep. Tell me what I'm waiting for. Tell me what
But to their credit, Hype House has been renovated by them in order to make sure that they're ready for their video times. They have mics in various places, their lighting setups are good so they get captured perfectly. The house was made in a way to help them accomplish their goals, so naturally, they made a rule so that the goal can be accomplished without a lot of laziness. So yeah, getting into the Hype House might be nice, but you have to work to keep your name as one of the residents. Speaking of which, number 8, legal age. Fun fact, not everyone associated with the Hype House lives in the Hype House. While many are associated with it, over a dozen people, some are indeed under 18, which makes them living with others complicated. So thus, to be in the house full-time, as in living there, you need to be a legal age.
We're just friends. So don't go look at me with.
This is smart not just for optics reasons, but for legal ones too. And in this day and age, you don't want anyone suspicious of what you do in your own house, you know? But while they might not all live in the house, they still collaborate with each other in a variety of ways. Add to that, they don't need to make all their content in the house. They can do it where they live, and then when they get the chance to visit for a day or 2 or a week stay, they can go crazy and collaborate with everyone in the house for fresh content. It works out better than you think. Number 7, no parties. You might think this is crazy given the people we're talking about here, but if you really think about it, this rule makes sense for all the right reasons.
Have a good ear and eye for this stuff. It's like, oh, we have X amount of dancers, we have X amount of boys that are good looking. We need someone who's talented in a different way as well.
You see, the Hype House isn't just a house, it's where they create their content. So the last thing they need is to have a party that makes everything dirty or ruins equipment or messes up someone's sleep schedule and thus ruins their videos for the next day, and so on and so forth. The house isn't just a house, it's their workspace, and it getting ruined ruins everyone. Plus, kids tend to party hard, and that leads to broken things. As one of the members noted, if they want to party, there are hundreds of houses throwing parties every night in LA. And they're not wrong. There are a lot of parties out there that don't mind you wrecking things a little.
They had axe throwing. That's something we're all good at, I'm assuming.
That being said, they are allowed to go and bring in their friends if they get approval from the other members and give proper notice. And of course, they can have fun in the house. The limit is just that they can't go full-out party mode as many in Los Angeles want to. Number 6, managing their schedule. As noted, not everyone lives in the Hype House, and thus that can mean a lot of moving parts coming and going as they please as they try to get around and get things done. Given all that, it's important that a schedule be made to help ensure that things get done right, and are done rather quickly when necessary.
It is kind of hard, you know, like living with everybody, it is hard to like be serious at points.
And indeed, Hype House has a schedule, though it's a bit of a mystery who watches and keeps it flowing because, Let's just say not everything is smooth within the house. Either way though, it is a smart idea to have a schedule because of all the moving pieces. Plus, the last thing you want is some of the members trying to do the same thing at the same time and then getting into a fight about it, causing no work to get done. In the hype house, that would be a death sentence of a sort. So, like their parents once taught them, maintain a schedule and you'll be able to maintain a healthy lifestyle-ish. Number 5, talent scouting. One of the major benefits of Hype House is that they have a diverse roster of people from various social media platforms, which allows for cross-collaboration and boosting of others' accounts. But even with all those members, sometimes you need that fresh shot in the arm to get things done. Not to mention, with members leaving to further their own careers, that can leave the house feeling a little empty.
I swear to God, you stupid bitch.
Thus, one of the members, Chase Hudson, is known to be the unofficial talent scout for the TikTok brand of the group. What makes him so qualified? He has over 15 million followers on TikTok. Thus, he's doing something right. Anyway, when it comes right down to it, he feels that to be worthy of Hype House, you need to have a very special skill, have a goofy mix of skills, or when all else fails, be good looking. That was his honest answer for the record. And obviously, the other social media platforms have their own talent scouts looking for those who want to try and take it to the next level with their accounts. So if you're looking to join Hype House, build yourself up, make sure you stand out, and see what happens. Number 4, vibing with the crew. When you have a large group of people trying to work together, problems can easily arise via clashing personalities and a desire to be heard over others. This is inevitable, especially with young people. So to prevent such a thing from happening, or at least to attempt to prevent it, anyone who's being considered for Hype House is brought in for a month to a month and a half and auditioned by just hanging out with the rest of the crew who are there. Think of it like an extended interview. If you only have a 20-minute interview, that person will do their best to impress you. But the longer you're with them, the more their quirks and personality come to life. This is when you see the real them, which is what the Hype House team needs to see before making any true decisions.
You know what I'm waiting for.
She shot me 1 time. She shot me 2 times.
Bullshit.
It may seem a little much, but the last thing they need is to rush and bring in a new member just for that member to bring the whole house down. Because that sets everyone very far back in their own work, and that's not what they need. Number 3, collaboration. Staying fresh on platforms like TikTok and YouTube is not the easiest thing to do. And there's only so much you can do on your own, so what can you do? Simple. You pair up with other members of the house and go make a collaboration video. Given that there's over 20 people as part of the Hype House, more or less, all with their own band of followers and such, working together on a video will bring a lot more eyes to it. With all of these combinations, it's no surprise that the Hype House crew try to get creative with how they use everyone to get more views, and even more money. Number 2, furniture. Furniture is something that you must have in a house, and yes, the Hype House has furniture, but not in the way you might expect for the whole house. Yes, each member has beds and other accommodations, but in the general area of the Hype House interior, you're going to find very little furniture like chairs, couches, nightstands, and more. This isn't because they're tacky or lack interior designing skills, but rather they're trying to make sure that everyone has enough space to do their thing. Because if you have to keep moving things around, it gets to be a major hassle. So they only have things like beanbag chairs and other small items that they don't have to worry about too much when filming. So yeah, outside your room, don't expect a lot of furniture. Number 1, you break it, you buy it. With having lots of young adults together, it's not surprising that things can go wrong and break. Whether it's accidental or roughhousing gone wrong, things will break. Apparently, when an item is broken, the person has 15 days to replace it. No exceptions. And all members are alerted to this when they're brought into the Hype House. That's a surprisingly strict rule, but hey, if it works, right? So what did you think? What did you think of this look at the Hype House and the various rules they have to follow or else risk being expelled from the house? Does this give you a new look into how life in the Hype House works? Which of the Hype House members are your favorite? Let us know in the comments below, be sure to subscribe, and we'll see you next time on the channel.
But before that, a simpler reminder on how to enter our brand new giveaway. We are giving away either an iPhone X Max, the new iPad mini, or a MacBook Pro. It's all your choice. So be sure to leave a like, comment the keyword, subscribe, and turn on notifications to enter the giveaway. It's really that simple.